Hello. Um, so I've written a list for this video because um, I tend to forget what I want to say in videos halfway through making them. So the first thing is I'm really ill, and I've been really ill for a few days, and it's really horrible. And I think it's because I smoked again, which is really crap. Even if that's not the whole picture. Even if I was going to be ill anyway, I don't think the smoking helped. But I'm starting to get better, which is really great. But I had to miss a party because of it, which is really quite depressing. But what can you do? So there's been some developments with transition and the NHS, the NHS in general, and also the way that I'm interacting with it. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about how that's going. So, basically, I called up the gender identity clinic in Leeds to try and make sure that my appointment was all fine and that I was going to get some more tea, and then they told me that I'd actually missed the appointment because it was in the morning instead of the afternoon, which is really unusual. So I found myself being refused treatment again, so that would have been 6 months um, without any treatment. And sort of I said to them, I said, why is it okay to stop my treatment? Why do you feel that that's the right thing to do? And they were just like, oh, we're not stopping your treatment. And there was that big argument where, they were playing gatekeeper. I wanted my testosterone, and they weren't having any of it. So I rang around some of the other services. So I called Charing Cross, the London GIC. I called up a couple of GP practices in the area and was just like, I really don't like the way that Leeds has treated me, and I was trying to find an alternative route to get what I want out of transition without having to go through them. So I gave that a bit of a go. Well, I say a bit of a go. I spent 6 hours a couple of weeks ago trying to sort that out, and I went back and called the GIC again, the Leeds one that I was having the problems with, and they just sort of said, well, because I explained to them that I've got PTSD, I've got all of this mental health stuff going on at the minute, and they basically said that if my mental health isn't good, then their solution would be to stop my surgery referral, because I might not have good enough mental capacity to deal with the after effects of a major surgery. And this to me just sounded completely ridiculous. So, I complained to the practice manager, and I'm probably going to take it further as well. As a thing of going, look, at point A, they're misdiagnosing people with transsexualism, which doesn't actually exist as a diagnosis anymore, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So I managed to find something of a solution, which is I think I may have found a GP in my new local area that may be willing to take over my prescriptions and refer me to my surgeon, because I've got the gender identity clinic to send me two um, letters, the two letters that the psychs um, did for me, basically supporting me to have surgery. So that's okay. They do both of them say Janet Walls on them, but I think I could easily say, well, look, Janet Walls is all the way over there, and now I'm living here, so wouldn't it be easier to send me somewhere local? So, I don't know. I think it's going to be a lot of juggling, especially since the stuff about my mental health being a risk factor is now on record as well. But I think as long as I manage to find a supportive GP, then it should be okay. So that's really it for NHS stuff. I managed to get some more testosterone, so I'm not missing any shots, and I'm still managing to stay on libido, and I will be for sort of the next 6 months until I need to find. I think I've got a 6 month supply at the minute, until I need to find some more, and by then hopefully I'll have someone that will do that. So yeah, there's that. There's some other stuff as well, which is about kind of gender presentation experiments and stuff that I've been doing, and just sort of thinking, well, how do I want people to read me? Do I want them to read me as a man? Do I want them to read me as a woman? Do I want them to read me as a dyke, as a fag? What? How do I want to be read? And sort of like, you know, as I've spoken about in a couple of other videos, I've been doing it a little bit. But sort of the past couple of days, I've been doing it not out of choice, but out of having to, really, because I couldn't bind. But I still wanted to go out of the house. And the reason I couldn't bind is obviously because I've had this horrible chest infection. But yeah, so I haven't been binding, and I've just been wearing, you know, t-shirts and stuff. And that felt really okay. Like, it felt really okay. I mean, I'm not sure I could go out in just this. But, you know, something a bit baggier or a couple of layers, I kind of felt really okay, especially in this area, because I'm in Stoke Newington, which is kind of really gay anyway, and really quite posh. And so it's not really as intimidating as going out dressed like that in, say, Hackney, for example, which is slightly less well-to-do area. I say slightly quite loosely as well, but yeah, that's felt really good, and kind of like wearing makeup and stuff. It's been really interesting, just seeing how people react differently to me and how they treat me and stuff. The places where I've gone that are very gendered have reacted interestingly to me wearing makeup. Some people have perceived it as like a very gay thing, and a couple of people have read me first as female, and then as some kind of a fey creature that they couldn't exactly place my gender, which felt really nice. So yeah, I'm enjoying all of that. It's not always fun, being read as, you know, to be honest, not being read as my partner's son is one of the big things that I'm trying to get at the minute, because that straight people reading me as her son has been really fucked and a bit annoying, and it kind of, yeah, it just really annoys me, because that's so far from, well, obviously that's so far from what we are, and that's that whole thing with invisibility, I guess. So I also wanted to just go, oh my gosh, I've been with Jet for a year, and I want you all to see a Jet. Jet, come here. You're gonna be on the internet. You're gonna be famous.
Okay.
You're already famous. Look, it's Jet.
I have to take my clothes off.
So we've been together for a year, and it's amazing, and it's still amazing, and it's a year tomorrow, and we're gonna do something nice, like maybe go to Kew Gardens. Jet, Kew Gardens? Kew Gardens?
What did you say?
I said maybe Kew Gardens.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, maybe Kew Gardens.
As long as we don't have to break in.
So yeah, something really nice. Tomorrow. So yeah, I think that's it for this video. I'm just gonna see what this looks like and then probably post it. So, bye.